Well,
What's
hello.
up,
Well,
Stan? I
What's
think you
man?
literally just wait for us to
She
fucking go
does,
live
dude. I
where
love
we
it, man.
jump right in.
Hi, Isabel. Thank you so much. Hi,
Hi.
Shan. Thank you. Man, I couldn't get the intro to go again. I'm like, what in the world? Everybody says Eve Mux is like the easiest one to use on coming to streaming. Evidently can't be that easy because I can't figure it out half the time. I'm just saying.
He's just saying.
I'm just saying. So, welcome to another episode of The Paranormal Jackass. Of course, I'm your host. You know me, Scott Wilson, paranormal comedian. And I always got my best buddy with me, Tim, the rare ball headed Sasquatch Kohler. The man, the myth, the legend. He
I wouldn't
really
go that
is. Listen, out of all my last 5, 6 years doing podcasts, there's two guys I've ever met with extreme intelligence. You and Nick Moulet. You're full of crap.
Nick's got me beat.
I'm just, well, yeah, but still, I'm just saying, like, anyways. So, yes, welcome. Tonight, even though I completely studied the wrong thing, the wrong topic, we are talking about a mystery planet. It's not Planet 9, it's Mystery Planet 5.
Technically, yeah.
Technically,
Would have
yes.
been.
What's up, Tony LaCroix? How you doing, my friend?
What's up, Tony?
Good old buddy from the military.
What's up, Josh?
No, that is not intelligence. That is Gatorism as an instigator. And as you can see, your favorite little buddy, Jason's not on here. I don't know where he's
Hi,
at.
Mama Wilson.
Wait, she's on here? Oh, hey, mama. I didn't see her pop in. So, yes, welcome. Planet Mystery Planet number 5. Everybody says, what are you talking about? Well,
We're talking about the Titus Bode Law.
yes.
The Titus Bode Law states that there is a specific distance between each planet based off the planet's mass, size, and everything else. All of our planets in this solar system fall within this law. This law was proposed in the 1700s. And it's true. Every planet in our solar system falls within the specifications of this law. The distance between the sun and Mercury, the distance between Mercury and Venus, Venus and Earth, so on and so forth. Except for one,
One.
and that is the distance between Mars and Jupiter.
Yes.
Now, if any of you guys ever studied anything in science class, you know a little bit about what lies in our solar system between Mars and Jupiter. Any takers out there? Let's see if anybody knows.
I do. I'm kind of not that smart. And I appreciate that, Tony. I appreciate that.
What's up, Chris?
Drew, what's up, brother? Thank you for stopping in. Drew may know
I
this.
do.
That's a smart dude right there, and so is Chris. So, yeah. Anybody know what's in between Jupiter and Mars? Anybody? Anybody? Anybody?
Guesses out there? We have to remember too, we're on a little bit of a delay.
Oh yeah, we are, aren't we? First correct guess, I'll send you a can koozie. How's that? Paranormal Jackass can koozie. What you got? Either that, we already got booted off. One to two. All right. I don't think
Yeah.
they'll talk. It's the asteroid belt.
That's right. The asteroid belt lies between Mars and Jupiter.
Which is odd.
Yes, it is.
Josh, you
Hey
already
there,
got
Josh got it.
He's already got a can koozie.
But
Oh, hey,
Isabel got it before Josh.
Isabel got it. Yeah, I'm just now seeing it. Yes. Hey, send me your address. I'll get you a Paranormal Jackass can koozie.
But don't send it in the comments.
Yeah, don't send it in the comments. Message me it.
But
And
yeah, at
that,
any rate, the asteroid belt lies between Mars and Jupiter. So this theory states that there was a planet but where the asteroid belt is. And that planet's name was Phaeton. Phaeton. Named after the Greek god Phaethon. What's up,
what's up,
Chad?
Chad? And then I know it says isn't there a dwarf planet over there by there as well called Ceres?
Ceres is a dwarf planet
Right.
that lies within the asteroid belt. It's considered the largest asteroid. There are 4 named asteroids in the asteroid belt. This theory also proposes that Ceres, I got it pulled up here. Hang on, I can get all the names. I know Juno is one of them. The second
Ceres,
largest,
Vesta, and
Pallas,
Pallas. Yeah.
and Pallas is the second largest.
Right.
Ceres is the largest of the 4.
Right.
This
'Cause they
theory
thought Ceres
says
at one
that there
time.
was a gas giant planet named
Right.
Phaeton between Mars and Jupiter, and that those 4 asteroids were actually moons of that planet,
Right. Because they thought at one time that Ceres was the missing planet at one time.
and that this planet exploded and broke up, and that is what created the resulting asteroid belt. Now, science today says that theory is incorrect.
Right.
They say that this planet never formed. It started to form, but because of Jupiter's atmospheric tide shifts and things, it never completely was able to form. That's the theory, at any rate.
Which,
The newest theory.
right.
But I tend to believe the old theory that a planet existed and exploded.
Wow. Look at this stranger.
Well, what's up?
Steven Werder. Oh my God. What up, brother? It has been a while.
And the reason I tend to believe the old theory, what happened to the dinosaurs?
Yeah. I mean,
They
do
say
yeah.
a giant asteroid hit Earth,
Right.
changing Earth's climate.
Right.
Could also explain the whole Pangea effect.
Which, if you don't know what the Pangea effect is, it's when the continents split.
That the continents were all one landmass at one time.
mass called Pangea, and then when
And the asteroid hitting it
it's-
caused it to split.
right. Hey, monkey. Hi, Larry. What's up? And Stephen, no, we're not talking about Uranus, just so you know.
Well, maybe slightly.
Slightly.
They said that this planet, Phaeton, was about the size of Saturn.
Well, and he asked what stopped it from forming. Well, a lot of it has speculation on Jupiter's matter. I guess, in a sense, is what actually may have called as a collision. But it also says that since Jupiter's matter is so huge, that it basically prevented the planet from forming.
Right. That's the newest theory out there that most of science nowadays is subscribing to.
Oh God. Yes, Mom. Believe it or not, there were dinosaurs. There are actual bone fragmentations and fossilization of
But
living
but
dinosaurs.
were there or were they dragons? That's
Ooh,
another topic for
there
another
you
night.
go. They were flying dragons. I'm just saying. Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. 100%. I mean,
Space is very organized when it comes to everything. I mean, my brother was talking. I was talking to my brother earlier today, and he was talking about the nearest inhabitable planet. If it were, if we could move at the speed of light to get to it, would still take us 450 years. 450 million. Oh, 450 million years
how many? Oh, that's a long time, dude.
traveling at the speed of light.
And just so
I'm
you
saying
all know,
we're going to have to go straight to ridiculous speed
right? And
or ludicrous speed. Ludicrous speed.
you remember the conversation or the topic we had with Chris when he was on the show, the AI theory. Okay, so just so you all know, yes, I'm using Chat GPT because, like I said, somebody was reading the wrong information or studying it, so I'm using that. And it's crazy because Chat GPT, because I asked it so many questions for the podcast, knows my podcast, so it's breaking down what I need to know for the podcast, literally. Because it said, "Do you want to know conspiracy theories?" I said yes. So and it goes, "Oh, we're going full paranormal jackass mode now." Not even a joke. Not even a joke, man. I don't know if you can
Can't
see
see it.
that.
Your screen's too bright. Oh, yeah.
So so it's scary. It's good, but it's scary. I'm just saying. But I'm gonna thank Chat GPT for saving me tonight. You know, so
We
conspiracy
can talk
theory.
about that too, Scott.
Hi Trista.
It's not
How
out of the
you
question.
doing? Sorry I didn't honk later or yesterday because I was in the grapple truck, so I apologize.
So here's another. Wait, I'm trying to read that too.
Dude, I absolutely appreciate you, man. I do, man. It has been a while. I'm glad you're still here, man. I do.
Yeah.
You know, you
And
got to
thank
reach
you for
reach
watching.
out, man. Message me. Let me know how you doing, man. Howard's been off the
Absolutely.
radar for a while too. Every now and again, I may hear from him, but not too much.
But one of the theories about this is that the Greeks may have actually witnessed part of this event.
Right. Well, you know. Oh, really? Keep
The
going.
story of the planet's namesake,
Right.
Phaethon.
Raytheon. Right. Greek.
Phaethon was the son of was the offspring of the sun god Helios. he stole Helios's chariot. So if you know anything about Greek mythology, Helios used a chariot to raise and lower the sun.
Correct.
He stole Helios's chariot and raced across space, and Zeus struck him down and blew him into a million pieces.
Which is what the stars are, right? Or am I wrong on that?
No, but that was the Greek mythology.
Right.
So if Zeus struck him down, and maybe the theory states that the whole story of Pantheon was based around this planet actually exploding, which would place it much later than the dinosaurs, of course.
Right. So, what do you think about flat Earth and all the planets being actual continents? That's an interesting theory. I don't listen. I'm not all on the flat Earth thing. I don't know. I mean, for me, I just look at it one way. Like,
I
if
mean,
it's
whether you believe we've ever been to space or not,
right,
we have pictures of the Earth. We have sent
right,
things into orbit,
right.
satellites and such. Everything kind of shows us as being round.
You know, I'm sorry if it's dark here, then to me it should be dark everywhere. And that's just my theory. It really is. And if it's sunny here or whatever, it should be that way everywhere. So
Yeah, on
that
a
that
flat
is
surface.
that is just my theory. Hi, Natalie. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you, sis. I absolutely appreciate you coming in, like I always do. She's a rock star, so she really is. Hey, Thith. How you doing, Thith?
Hi, baby girl.
So a kind of mythology museum.
Kind of.
Yeah.
But
So
the truth is, there's all these floating masses of rock in our orbit that
yeah,
are orbiting the sun in a heliocentrical orbit for no explainable reason. So I guess the biggest question is tonight's big controversial thing is, did Phaeton exist and explode? Or did it never form? Or is it all just theoretical nonsense?
well, sis, we're talking about Mystery Planet number 5.
Talking about the planet Phaeton, which existed between Mars and Jupiter, where the asteroid belt sits now. And that's true, Drew. Pictures can be altered.
Absolutely, brother.
But like
100%.
Scott said, if you take a flat surface and you shine a light on it, shadows exist, but not total darkness.
Right. And like I said, that's our theory, that's my theory. I don't, you know, I'm a full believer to each person can believe whatever and so but I was reading on
And wouldn't
ChatGPT.
Magellan sailed off the face of the earth?
Huh?
Wouldn't Magellan have sailed off the face of the earth?
Good possibility. But that would think about that though. If Earth was flat, that would be scary, dude. I'm just saying. It's like Pirates of the Caribbean. Ends of the Earth, and I'm just saying.
I knew my
That's just
daughter
me.
would get a I knew my daughter would get a kick out of this.
Hey,
Another
Mackenzie,
theory,
how you
one of the
doing,
theories,
kiddo?
one of the theories of why this planet exploded is that it had a fifth moon, a
Right.
fifth mass, and that because of Jupiter's strong gravitational pull and tidal surges, this fifth moon drafted too close to Jupiter, knocking it out of its orbit from Phaethon,
Right.
which made it orbit in the sun, coming close for millions and millions of years, coming very close to Phaethon until it actually collided with Phaethon. And they said something the size of Ceres,
Right.
if it was about that size and it collided with the planet, the only way the planet would actually explode the way that it did or didn't would be it would have to be traveling at about 12 miles per second, which would be super fast.
Yeah, that would be crazy fast, dude. Absolute crazy fast. But here's the thing, okay?
Or
Something
for
for you
you
to,
people in the metric system, about 20 kilometers per second.
of course, you got to put that in there, smart guy. So think about this, though. Okay, so let's say there was this planet. What's up, Mr. Jones?
Not that one, Kayla. That's Planet Nine,
Yeah, that's Planet Nine.
which we're going to talk about that too.
Enoch, what's
Animal.
up, brother?
What's up, Enoch?
See, you say Enoch, I say Enoch. I'll get it right one day.
I
Yeah,
say
you.
Enoch. I say Enoch because of the biblical pronunciation.
Okay, and you're not wrong, Drew. Okay, so what about this? What if that planet had, I don't know, maybe let's say advanced civilization on it?
Maybe it did.
Think about it. I mean, technologically, what if it was an advanced civilization? You said the Greeks. They say the Greeks watched this planet explode. What if it was another civilization?
Maybe that's why the Anunnaki haven't come back.
Dude, that is a valid point. Dude, that is an extreme valid point. Tim came up with it. You heard it on Paranormal Jackass first. Tim come up with that theory. I'm just saying. Yes, you can say a theory. What's up, Damon?
What's up, Damon? Sure, Michaela.
You know, Enoch.
Yeah, true.
Enoch. What?
The American version of the biblical pronunciation.
I'll just call you brother. How's that? Hey, brother. I call everybody brother.
Hi, Missy.
Hi, Missy. Sorry, I'm just sorry. Now I don't mean to be crap. We're trying to keep up on some of the comments. Hey, dude, I'm telling you what, being a little bit under the weather, yeah, I definitely know that. Okay, so how about we do a little bit of biblical with this? Okay, I know completely internet based. You know, we've actually talked about that. Tim, what was that? That he created man in his image this time, or how'd you say that?
So there's a lost translation that could be an error. It could be. There are two ways to translate the same verse in the Bible. And don't ask me the verse. It's in Genesis. It's in the
Hi,
beginning.
Willow.
But it's when God creates Adam. The what's lost in translation supposedly or theoretically, because there's two ways to translate it. It could say what the Bible says, and God created man in his own image. Or
Right.
it could say that in this time God created man in his own image.
Hi, Annette. Dude, I'll tell you what, we are rocking tonight. And I cannot thank everybody so much that's stopping in. Like, you guys have no idea.
Yep. Don't forget, we are on YouTube,
And
and now we're on Spotify.
yes, so if you can't watch, you get to listen to us on Spotify if you want. So
You're
if you are a
driving.
listener to us on Spotify, hello, good evening, greetings, and thank you. So, what about a biblical connection? Okay. I'm just reading this stuff, okay? So it says some theorists link Phaeton's destruction to the Great Flood. All right. Okay. And the sudden climate shifts in Earth's past.
Like the start of the Ice Age,
Yeah, start of the Ice Age.
or the which also is credited for wiping out the dinosaurs.
Absolutely. Thank you, Willow. I appreciate you, and happy Valentine's Day to you too.
Yep.
Yes, I actually just started loading up episodes a couple days ago. So, unfortunately, due to leaving StreamYard, I could not put up our first like 7 or 8 episodes. But since the Aliens episode just before Christmas, everything since then has been uploaded onto Spotify. So, yes. So, if you would like, you can go over, check it out. You don't
If you
have to
don't like
listen.
if you don't like looking at all this,
Yeah, yeah.
and
You know,
just want to hear our voices,
hear our voices, give us a
I can
like.
put you to sleep in no time.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Tim's got that voice. If you needed to be annoyed, I had that voice. We're just saying. Okay, so what do you
My
got? Do you think NASA knows about like I know I don't know about you about civilization, but what if NASA actually knows about this? But they're just covering it up because they don't want you know what I'm saying? They don't want us to know that there was actually possibly another planet out there. I mean, look, growing up, we all learned that there was 9 planets, including Pluto,
which has
right?
been dismissed as a
Which
planet
now has
now.
been dismissed. So, so was there actually 10 planets at one time? What if there's
Do you remember? Do you remember what they used to teach us? It was like this wordplay off the first letters of all the planets. I mean,
there was
I know the planets in order. That's It's Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. Or it was Pluto. You got to take Pluto off the list now. Love you, baby girl.
huh. uh, hey, I just want you to know if you have not seen this body, I am godly. I'm sorry, I had to do that. I had to do that. But I mean that. You see, this is what I love. I love the people that come in and talk, and regardless of that.
It push us, push our brains.
Yes, I mean yes. So the
I'm not familiar with that one, Damon. We'll have to look that one up.
oh, absolutely. Um, so the asteroid belt's total mass is tiny. That's what it says. So the mass for the asteroid belt, which would make sense. Jupiter's mass is so, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And you have to remember, if a planet exploded, pieces of that planet went
Right.
out,
Hi, Amy. Thank you so much for
hitting
stopping in. Have a good night at
hitting other
work.
planets, other moons. Some may have gone into the sun.
Hi, Stone Bear. It's an interesting thing as well as
Hi,
dark
Amy.
matter between the atoms of the cosmos. Absolutely. And that's another thing we need to probably discuss at one time next time is dark matter. Because
And
that is,
antimatter.
huh?
And antimatter.
I'm just saying. Yes, Mom, we will definitely look it up. I promise. We're reading comments, folks, just so you know.
That is an interesting theory, Damon. I
But
believe we have made contact with other life forms, but only limited people
I agree as
to help
well.
control that fear. Maybe we're the alien life forms. That's a theory that's out there too. Theoretically speaking, there's lots of theories out there.
What if this plant did happen? All right, got destroyed. What if this something came from this planet, and this is a theory, and destroyed the city of Atlantis? I'm just, I'm just saying.
There's
What if
a
it did?
whole lot. There's a whole lot of things that could be explained by this. The wiping out of the dinosaurs, the sudden climate change, the
Right.
sinking of Atlantis,
The separation of Pangea.
the eruption of supervolcanoes.
Right.
If something that large slammed into Earth that hard,
But it could also, I mean, depending how long ago,
and
that could
here's
run.
here's another interesting theory, Scott. What if there are some that believe that aliens walk amongst us every day? Reptilians,
Right.
so the USOs, the
Yep.
submersibles,
Submerged.
submerged underwater aliens. What if they came from Phaethon?
Right. That's what I'm saying. You know, they were saying that maybe there was a civilization that was there that was technologically advanced. You
We
know,
all know what really happened.
the Death Star came over. Boom.
It
I'm
was the
just
Death
saying.
Star. We all long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Maybe the galaxy wasn't so far away. You ever think of
Yeah.
that?
I mean, yes. And I knew exactly where you were going because I already had that in mind. So yes, we're saying it now. Jan, look at here. Look at this yet. Look at this young lady, Tim.
Wow, look
It's
at that.
Jan.
Hi, Jan.
I hope all is well with you. I miss seeing your face. You need to get back on podcast. Yeah, I mean, the Empire, you said there's rebel scum on that planet. Boom. You know, I'm just saying.
But in all seriousness, this planet Phaeton could have existed in our solar system. They considered it to be a gas giant, like Saturn or Jupiter,
Right.
but who knows how big it actually was, or even if it was. Maybe
Right.
they're right now, and maybe they're saying this planet never actually formed. I mean, that's something else we have to look at.
Yeah, because, they say because of Jupiter's its mass that it just kept the planet from forming like it should have been.
Right.
But if it did get destroyed all those years ago, what if Because they say Earth was made, like our climates and stuff, or life, because it was hit by an asteroid, like you said, super volcanoes, and that's what ended up being our gravity, including that made our oxygen and everything. What if a piece of that is what actually helped this planet develop?
Well, we talked about Noah's Ark. So the original theory behind the Great Flood is that there was a huge layer of water that was outside of Earth's atmosphere, surrounding the entire Earth. And the theory is that something punctured through that,
Right,
caused all the water to come in, to be pulled in by Earth's gravity.
right. No, absolutely. And I have a cousin who's talked on that, and I find that extremely interesting. Um, because that would be extremely interesting to uh, to have celestial knowledge and a different altered state of consciousness. For me, I couldn't do it honestly because
There,
I think it would be scary. But
there's a lot of people that believe that meditation is a way to find different planes and to obtain celestial knowledge. There are whole religions based on it.
right,
Planes of enlightenment, shall we say.
what if this was a civilization of divine people or a divine civilization? I'm just saying, like, if there's so much out there we can theorize on this. You know, I mean, I don't know. It's just crazy. And like I said, I apologize for not talking as much, but I studied on the wrong thing today. So
Well, like I said, what about Planet Nine? Give us a little bit about what you studied about that.
yeah, because I already went to Planet Five.
So we're
So
talking
Planet
about the
Nine is
space
a
program.
geological giant planet that scientists believe may exist in the outer solar system, way past Pluto, in a region called the Kuiper Belt.
Hmm.
Uh, Now, it has not been seen directly, but researchers think there's something big. But researchers think something big is out there because of strange gravitational effects.
It's
Uh,
interesting.
in 2016, astronomers Mike Brown and Konstantin Batgin, I think that's how you pronounce his name, noticed something odd. There were several distant icy objects beyond Neptune. It had clusters and elongated orbits that all pointed in the same direction.
Hmm.
And that should not happen randomly, they said, which is leads to this explanation that a large unseen planet is tugging on them with its gravity, making it almost oblong. Which I have seen documentaries um, where they believe there's a planet out there that is almost shaped like a football. That is, and I thought that was the most interesting thing in the world. Yeah, astral projection. Listen, I ain't doing that because I don't like heights. Okay, so I'm not going anywhere. I'm just saying. I'm not
Anybody that was
leaving. I'm not leaving my body and my mind. My mind's going to stay right here.
anybody that was with us at Waverly knows that heights don't bother me too much.
Listen, I was there at Waverly Hills. And I was on the roof, and I kind of got scared.
I was on the roof with one leg hanging off the edge,
Correct.
sitting
Yes.
up there.
Planet 9 is, I believe, is past Planet X. See, we got all these different planets we don't know about. Planet 9, Planet 5, Planet X.
And here's the really well, we know what's really out there, but here's another interesting theory. Maybe what the large gravitational pull that they can't see,
Is a
could
black
that be
hole,
caused from a black hole?
and that's a good possibility. That is a good.
When Scott bends over.
I heard your wife.
That is so mean, dude. Wow.
Oh, April, that was so great.
Oh, really? There's my grandson.
Say bye to Papa.
No,
That's not nice.
no.
That's what I heard. When you think about black
Hi,
holes,
Eric.
Can you say hi?
you're going to talk about Sagittarius A star, probably one of the most vicious black holes out there in the system. And this thing is
Ice cream.
Eric, what are you doing? Papa's talking.
Leave that alone, Eric. Come on.
I can believe. I
You
don't
know,
know what I was
ice
doing with that.
cream.
I don't know what I was saying. I don't know where I was
Bring
going
him
with
hungry
that.
for ice
That
cream.
was awesome, man. I'll say. So back to Planet 9. Its mass would be the five to 10 times. It would be 5 to 10 times the mass of Earth. Sorry.
Nowhere near Jupiter's numbers. But large.
It is more likely a icy planet because of the distance from the sun, of course. So it'd be icy like Neptune or Tim's Uranus. It would orbit the sun every 10 to 20,000 years. That is crazy. 10 once every 10 to 20,000 years. Can you imagine that?
Yeah. 20,000 years to make one trip around the sun.
So Earth's AU is 1. They say Planet 9 would be 3 to 800 AU from the sun. So ours is 1, which I'm assuming is an orbit. Right? I'm assuming. I mean, Neptune is every 30. So
I think it's years. I think it's the elliptical
like
year to get around the sun.
right. So
Neptune. For every
Neptune-
1 year we go around the sun, it takes 30 years
For
of our
Neptune.
years for Neptune to make it around the sun.
Yes, correct. So this planet would take 10 to 20,000 years to make one rotation around the sun. That is crazy. That is a cold planet. I'm just saying. Dude, I would follow ice cream truck into a black hole. Especially
I'm still waiting for the adult ice cream truck that sells tacos.
an ice cream truck that sells tacos.
A taco truck. But it just drives through your neighborhood and you run out and get a taco. And a
Dude,
margarita.
If you haven't watched the show before, we always jump around on everything. We could make that happen.
I'm just saying.
And we ain't got to drive around for people. We can just drive it in my backyard, and you guys can just chase me. A taco, taco. Anyways,
That's my grandson.
and just so y'all know, nobody's seen Planet 9. This mystery planet. Yes, they do make ice cream tacos.
Choco tacos.
Just because it's so far away, it'd be too it would be too dim and it'd be very slow moving. So
If it even exists.
it does.
Well, hello, Chantel.
Well, hi, Chantal. I hope you are well. I really do. But anyways, that was my plan. And that's what I was kind of studying until Tim said, "No, we're doing Planet 5." I'm like, I didn't realize there wasn't. I knew it, right? But for some reason, I, I didn't know it.
Well, I mean, there is a planet 5, Jupiter.
Okay, but Jupiter originally was 6.
According to this theory, yeah.
But it only, to me, that's only makes sense because, like you said, the distance between each makes sense. And
Yeah.
then there's nothing, an asteroid belt. And then that is the most plausible and feasible explanation I've ever heard.
I agree.
I mean,
Anybody who doesn't know it, look up Titus Bode Law.
yeah,
Titus
Titus Bode.
Bode.
I agree, Jan. I absolutely agree. You know,
I do too. We were always taught it was a planet. I mean, come on, you can't just start changing stuff on us now.
absolutely. What kind of sandwich you want? You want a peanut butter sandwich? I know you live in South Africa, so you might have some weird sandwiches over there.
Sandwich.
A
Nothing wrong with a
sandwich.
good sandwich.
Yeah. She wants a man to make her a sandwich. Give me a minute.
Hot ham and cheese.
How far has the James Webb satellite went?
I'm not
Didn't
sure.
um
I know it's traveled a lot of our solar system.
I know. Let me think.
Well, Linda, that's the thing is there's different theories on that as well. 3 main theories. One is a creator, the theory of creation, that God created the heavens and earth. 2 being, of course, the Big Bang theory. And 3 being the theory that the Big Bang theory happened in accordance with the creation, that God created the Big Bang theory to create creation. So,
Um, so to answer your question, Drew, what cheese and syrup? What the? Whatever you need, I will make. They're saying right now its location is about 1,000,000 miles from Earth, which is pretty good.
a million miles, only a million?
1,000,000 miles. Listen, there's a lot of space, and the James Webb was just launched back in 2021. So in 4 years, it's traveled 1,000,000 miles. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
What is the speed of light again? 186,000.
I don't know, Tim. That's why I have you.
186,327, I want to say, miles per hour.
I don't know. Maybe you're just throwing a number up there. I don't know.
I know it's 186,000. How's that?
Well,
Miles per hour.
so that's pretty impressive over 4 years.
With our current technology right now, With our current technology right now, it would take us 2 years to get to Mars.
That's not bad.
In the grand scheme of things, no.
No, you couldn't, Damon. I've ridden with Tim. Tim has to stop frequently for bathroom breaks, and he falls asleep a lot.
You know, I'm not so bad anymore now that I'm not drinking Monsters.
Listen, I know some of you may be butterflies, but I'm an ant, okay? I don't need a hole because I'd probably just crawl out of it. I'm just saying. A cheese and syrup sandwich. What kind of cheese you talking about, though? That's odd. We should get Jason Wall to try that.
I mean,
Actually, Tim, you can try the cheese and syrup sandwich.
might not be that bad with a good goat cheese.
How about some Limburger
Not a fan.
and syrup?
Tried it, not a fan.
Yeah, neither mine.
But I do like goat cheese, and goat cheese goes well with sweet things.
I don't know. I don't know if that's my forte, bro. I'm just saying.
You know, Chantel, I used to partake in certain herbal things, and one of the theories I came up with, and this is kind of weird. One of the theories I came up with is I call it my own personal atomic theory. So my little atomic theory is if you study an atom, it's made up of what? Protons, neutrons,
Neutrons. Yep.
3 things. So if we look at the Earth, right? What if the Earth is an atom? Protons being land, neutrons being water, and we're the little electrons running around it.
No, and that makes absolute sense.
And our Earth is part of a solar system, which makes up a molecule. What if our entire universe is all just different molecules that make up something bigger, and that is what God is? And when that something bigger dies, our time ends, our universe ceases to exist. And in such said theory, what if the molecules that make us up are little solar systems? And what if we're that person's creator? And when we die, an entire universe dies inside of us. It's kind of messed up in the grand scheme of things, isn't it?
You've been watching way too much Men in Black.
Like I said, I was partaking of some herbal remedies back in those days.
Listen, you watch way too much Men in Black, bro. I mean, the cat had Orion around its neck, and
I'm just saying.
no, but that is, dude.
That's what happens when you go on a bender, and this is
Shut
all
up.
messed
I don't know what you're talking about. We don't do those.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. My mom, that's deep, Tim. You always talked about Tim, but you never, son, you're so right. Son, it's always Tim, Tim, Tim. My mom's got an infatuation with Tim.
She doesn't want to show impartial judgment to you, Scott.
Oh,
See?
is that what it is? Thanks.
She doesn't want to show favoritism.
Many shamans believe in this spirit element by the name of
Quintessence.
Thank you. God particle of existence. See, and that's, I mean, what we were just the tip of someone's pen. In a sense.
When you look at the grand scheme of time and how short our lives really are, Makes perfect sense.
It really does. When we die, part of us, particles, I don't care what anybody thinks, particles of us is going into outer space. I believe that. That's my own theory. I believe that.
I just saw something really bad and I almost said it.
Well, looky there. Not like showing up at the last second there, my little Canuck. Hi, Joanne.
Hi, Joanne. I really.
He is. Are you drinking a Monster too?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm drinking.
Oh, okay. Well, mom said Monster bad. Monster's not good, Tim.
Well, because I said earlier, I don't have to stop and go to the bathroom so much now that I don't drink Monster
Oh
anymore.
yeah.
Although
I
my
do.
morning cup of coffee normally does me in pretty good.
I still do.
And yes, I know smoking is bad, Joanne.
Thanks,
I do.
Mom. Actually,
But
I'll leave that all up to Tim. Uh,
this is why we love doing this show, guys.
yeah.
You go back and you look at all the comments during the show. This has been a great show just from the amount of comments we've gotten. We love
Oh, absolutely do.
when you guys comment and interact with us. That's what makes this fun.
I don't think when we die, the universe dies because we may die, but there's always coming up generations coming up. I
I
don't
think
know.
he's talking about my little theory.
Oh, okay.
That
My
there's
bad.
universes, the molecules and atoms
Smart.
inside of us are planets and solar systems.
Love you too, brother.
Love you too, Chris.
Hi, Miss Mary. People, people must be really bored tonight. I'm sorry. I'm not. I absolutely appreciate you guys so much for
This
coming
has been
in.
like one of our least controversial shows too. So,
Yeah, right. Where last week was probably one of our most controversial ones.
and next week's going to be something really interesting. So
Yeah.
it's about that time. We can go ahead and reveal that.
So next week, because we are all almost out of time, next week's topic is on giants. So that is going to be interesting because I absolutely know nothing about being a giant, but Tim does. So yes, you know, uh, yeah, I can't wait for next week's. By the way, to everybody out there, hi Virgil, thank you for stopping in.
What's up, Virgil?
Dude, Manchester, England. I absolutely appreciate that, brother. Um,
Yeah. What's up?
hey, you know what? And I'm so glad, Jan. I really am. That I finally showed up in your feed. That's amazing. Um, Saturday's Valentine's Day, so to everybody, if you're celebrating it, happy Valentine's Day. If you're not, hey, that don't mean nothing. I'm still gonna wish you a happy Valentine's Day because remember, it's always important to love yourself as much as you love another person. So,
Exactly.
you know, unfortunately, we came late for a Jackass of the Week, but this week's Jackass of the Week, and I don't have a picture of her, would be Aaron Goodwin's ex-wife. Congratulations to her for landing herself a lifetime in the prison system. Um, yeah, that's absolutely amazing. When greed invades your mind and you set a plot up to unalive your husband and get caught, well, karma's a bitch. So congratulations on. I hope you spend a really lovely time for the rest of your life in prison. So, but with that being said, on
Hang
behalf of
on to
my,
that soap.
huh?
Hang on to that soap.
No, that's for the men. Well, I'm not gonna say what I want to say, but anyways, A universe doesn't die, stars don't die, because galaxies don't die, but a universe is not unfittable, so we couldn't possibly say it dies.
She says the universe doesn't die. Stars die.
That's
Galaxies.
what I was just reading. Goofy. Go ahead.
But a universe is not quantifiable. So we couldn't possibly say it dies. And with that,
Yeah,
I think that's a great way to say adieu.
I do. So, on behalf of myself and my co-host, remember, if you're not laughing, you're not living. And we hope you guys have a great week, a great weekend. Be safe, and until next time, we love you guys, I guess.
We do.
Peace out.